after 60, 4 questions that mean she's nice and she wants you. Older man, if you've ever replayed a late-night conversation wondering whether she truly wanted you or if you were just pleasant company, you're not alone. Most older men overlook it. They think she's just making conversation, just being friendly, just keeping things light. But when a woman over 60 asks these questions, she's revealing interest in the softest, most intentional way, a way mature women use when they don't chase, but they do choose. And if you're not paying attention, you'll miss the moment when she quietly opens the door for you. Welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon again. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 questions women ask when they're not just being kind, they're showing you they want you. They're subtle signals rooted in curiosity, emotional safety, and a desire to build something real, slow, and meaningful at this stage of life. Take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who might appreciate these reflections, and subscribe to my channel with notifications on so you never miss the conversations we explore here. Now, let's step into the quiet place where women express desire without ever saying the word. Number 1. Do you ever feel lonely? Women at this age understand loneliness in a way younger people often don't. Its shape, its silence, its weight. They know the difference between being alone and feeling alone. So when she looks at you and gently asks, "Do you ever feel lonely?" she is not seeking information. She is inviting truth. She is hoping you'll let her glimpse the part of your heart that doesn't show up in everyday conversation. This question is intimate because it opens a door to emotion instead of logistics. It signals that she doesn't just want to know what you do, she wants to know how you live inside yourself. She wants to understand the quiet spaces of your life, the evening hours when you feel the absence of companionship, the mornings when the house feels a little too still. And she asks this not to fill the silence, but to let you know that she is capable of standing next to you in that silence if you ever choose to let her. What makes this question so meaningful is the courage behind it. It takes vulnerability to ask a man about loneliness, because she risks revealing her own. Women after 60 rarely make themselves emotionally visible unless the man matters to them. If she didn't care, she would stay in safe topics, the weather, errands, movies, the latest neighborhood news. But when she asks about loneliness, she is offering her presence. She's saying, quietly, if you ever feel alone, you won't have to stay that way. Your answer tells her everything she needs to know. Not whether you're lonely, but whether you're willing to let someone close enough to ease it. If you brush the question aside, she'll take it as a sign that you're not ready. But if you meet her halfway, even just a little, she'll feel that opening, that tiny emotional doorway, and her heart will lean toward you even more. This question isn't about sadness. It's about connection. It's about wondering if your loneliness might fit with hers, and whether the two of you could create something softer, warmer, steadier together. Has a woman ever asked you something like this, a question that reached beneath the surface and touched a place you didn't expect? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Your insight might help someone recognize the meaning behind such a tender moment. When a woman cares enough to ask about your inner world, the next question she asks reveals even more about what she feels for you. Number 2. Is there anything you need help with? Woman after 60 isn't offering help the way a neighbor would, or the way someone polite fills an awkward silence. She's offering support as a doorway into your routines, your challenges, your day-to-day world, the parts of your life she quietly hopes to become a part of. At this age, women don't volunteer their time lightly. They've taken care of children, partners, parents, and entire households. They know exactly how draining it is to give energy to someone who doesn't give anything back. So when she looks at you and gently asks, "Is there anything you need help with?" what she's truly saying is that your well-being matters to her, not in theory, in practice. She isn't trying to fix you or control you. She's trying to understand where she can stand beside you. Maybe it's something simple, replacing a light bulb you've been putting off, helping you schedule a doctor's appointment, or lending a hand with something around the house. But for her, these small acts are not chores. They are steps toward closeness. She wants to make your life a little easier, not because you can't handle it, but because she wants to be someone you can lean on without shame or hesitation. Women who only want friendship stay on the surface. Women who want connection look for the little cracks where care can slip in. The deeper truth is that she's watching how you respond. If you let her help, even with something small, she learns something important, that you trust her presence in your world. And that trust opens the door to something more intimate than romance partnership. A woman who asks this question wants a role, not a moment. She wants to be someone who adds to your life, not someone who simply passes through it. Has a woman ever offered help in a way that felt more like affection than obligation? Share your thoughts in the comments. With her sincerity help, we'll uncover the next question she asks reveals an even clearer picture of where her heart is headed. Number 3. What are you doing this weekend? She isn't asking out of politeness, and she isn't trying to fill silence with small talk. She is testing the waters gently, respectfully, to see where she fits in your life. At this age, women value their time fiercely. They don't give their weekends, their afternoons, or even their coffee hours to men they are not genuinely interested in. So when she asks, "What are you doing this weekend?" she's not collecting information. She's looking for connection. She wants to know if there is room for her. She wants to see whether your life has spaces where she might naturally belong. This question is her way of approaching without chasing. She's not inviting herself over, she's not pressuring you to make plans, and she's not assuming anything about your availability. She is simply placing the moment in your hands, giving you the chance to open the door if you want her there. If a man responds with warmth or interest, she knows the energy is mutual. If he keeps it cold or vague, she knows she needs to step back. Women at this stage don't like games, and they certainly don't play them. Her question is sincere, intentional, and rooted in the desire to move from occasional conversations into shared time. The real meaning behind her words is simple. She wants to see you again, and she wants it to feel natural. She wants to know if you make space for rest, fun, companionship, and whether she might fit into that rhythm. This is not about scheduling. It's about access. She wants to step into the flow of your days, not as a disruption, but as a presence you enjoy, a presence you look forward to. My cousin Lily, 61, had been single for almost 6 years. Not unhappy, just settled, comfortable. She filled her days with her garden, her morning walks, and little projects around the house. Then she ran into an old college friend at a local cafe, a man she hadn't seen in nearly 4 decades. What started as a short conversation turned into a longer one, and then another. And before she knew it, they were meeting for lunch, going for drives, and talking late into the evening like they were picking up a sentence that had been paused for 40 years. One day, after a few weeks of these gentle, easy moments, Lily told me, "I don't know what's come over me, but I actually want to see him again." And for the first time in years, she decided to take the smallest, bravest step forward. She texted him and asked, "So, what are you doing this weekend?" That wasn't casual. That wasn't politeness. That was interest, soft, mature, and intentional. She wasn't scheduling. She was offering access. She was giving him the space to say, "I want to see you too." And sure enough, he did. A simple message like that often opens a quiet door, and the final question she asks shows just how much she hopes you'll walk through it. Number 4. How have you really been lately? When a woman after 60 asks a man this question, she isn't looking for small talk or a polite exchange. She's reaching for something deeper, something only asked when she feels drawn to him in a meaningful way. Most people ask, "How are you?" out of habit, expecting nothing more than a short, safe answer. But when she looks at you and asks, "How have you really been lately?" she's inviting you to share the part of yourself you usually keep hidden. She's not interested in your schedule, your errands, or the weather. She wants to know how your heart has been holding up, what has been weighing on your shoulders, and what you've been carrying in silence. Women at this age don't invest their curiosity lightly. They've lived long enough to understand the cost of emotional energy, and they don't ask deeper questions unless they genuinely care about the man standing in front of them. When she asks this, she is signaling that she sees you not as a casual acquaintance, but as someone worth knowing in a fuller, more human way. What makes this question so intimate is the way she listens when you answer. She doesn't rush you, she doesn't talk over your thoughts, and she doesn't treat your feelings like an inconvenience. Instead, she leans in with quiet attention, giving you space to open up at your own pace. That kind of listening tells you she isn't checking a box. She's opening a door, and she's hoping you'll trust her enough to step through it. At this stage of life, men can feel invisible, overlooked, or expected to stay strong without sharing what's going on inside. So when a woman slows down and asks how you really are, she is offering something rare, emotional access, not superficial politeness. She's saying, without needing to spell it out, "I want to understand you, not the version you show everyone else, the real one." As we reach this stage of life, interest doesn't always announce itself loudly. It doesn't arrive in bold declarations or grand gestures. It comes in gentle questions, the kind that slip into a conversation softly, but linger in your mind long after she asks them. These 4 questions a woman after 60 asks you: how have you really been lately? Is there anything you need help with? What are you doing this weekend? And do you ever feel lonely? She isn't just being nice. She's quietly telling you she wants you. These questions are her way of knocking on the door without pushing it open. They're small tests of closeness, small invitations toward companionship, small signals that her heart is quietly leaning in your direction. And if you're paying attention, you'll feel it, that warmth, that sincerity, that steady interest that only grows with age. Love after 60 doesn't rush. It doesn't pretend. It doesn't play games. It moves with intention, with gentleness, and with the courage to ask what truly matters. If this conversation gave you clarity, or reminded you of someone who once asked you questions like these, I'd be grateful if you'd support the channel, like the video, share it with someone who might need the reminder, and subscribe with notifications on so you won't miss the next quiet reflection we explore together. And I'm Vernon. Thanks for watching my video till now, and see you next time.